Saxon, are you rolling?
Okay, should we say anything about this one, or just go into it? Let's just go into this one. No, you want to say something?
Here's one of those older classic songs that we mentioned that had an influence on us, called A Slow Boat to China.
I'd like to get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone. Get you and keep you in my arms forevermore. Leave all your lovers sleeping on a faraway shore. Out on the ocean, far from all the commotion, I'd be melting your heart of stone. Honey, I'd like to get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone. I'd like to get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone. A twist in the rudder and a rip in the sail, drifting and dreaming. Throw the compass over the rail. Out on the briny with that moon, big and shiny, I'd be melting your heart of stone. Honey, I wanna get you on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone. All to myself alone. Ha!
It's still slow.
It's
On
still,
a old boat to China.
yes.
Well, the set list on the floor says it's time to do another song, Emily.
Let's do one from that notorious album, A New Language. This is a song I remember I wrote when I was thinking of writing a duet for us to do, another duet song. And it's also influenced by Albert Einstein and in his theory of time and relativity called Only Time Will Fade.
Lifetime of desire for wanting just to be with you. Well, it's been said that feelings lie and ice can come of fire, and only time can tell me what is true. Only time will fade. Only time will fade. As the eons roll on by, our love will stay the same. We'll go on forever, and only time will fade. From the softest rays of early light till evening's darkest hour, loving you is all I want to do. As every moment blossoms, our love is like a flower that's lost among a fragrant field of blooms. Only time will fade. Only time will fade. As the eons roll on by, our love will stay the same. We'll go on forever, and only time will fade. Only time will fade. Only time will fade. As the eons roll on by, our love will stay the same. We'll go on forever, and only time will fade. As the eons roll on by, our love will stay the same. We'll go on forever, and only time will fade.
As that note fades away.
I thought you were trying to get some of the bluegrass out of your mandolin.
Trying to shake a little bit of it out there at the end.
Yeah.
You want to do a bluegrass song? Since you mentioned bluegrass, let's do that one that Jim Schultz wrote.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
I'm ready anytime for a Jim Schultz song.
This is a story about an old-time fiddler down in Georgia. We fell in love with this song the first time we heard it, or at least I did, being a fiddler. You can well imagine. It's called The Riddle of the Fiddle Made of Willow Wood. Well, I first heard the riddle of the fiddle made of willow wood from my grandpap when I was only 8. Well, he looked at me and he slapped his knee and he grinned a grin like this. You see, the story he commenced to soon relate. Now Grandpa Tim said Hillbilly Jim was kinfolk. He lived alone among the Raven vine. No ma or dad raised this poor lad. The only folk that he ever had were the brushwood laurel and the Georgia pine. Well, he bent down low as he rosined up his bow, and he gently touched the strings of a fiddle that was made of willow, and from his fingers flowed the tunes from long ago. He played them fast and slow on his fiddle. Now late at night beneath starlight he'd listen to the frogs chunkin', chug-a-rum-a-rum. And the pine tree sighs and screech owl cries, how the upland woodcock flies her music to that only Georgia's son. Now Jim soon whittled a mighty fiddle from willow wood, and he tucked the spang up underneath his chin. And he touched the strings and he made 'em sing, soft as down on a heron's wing, as loud as summer thunder on the wind. Well, he bent down low as he rosined up his bow, and he gently touched the strings of a fiddle that was made of willow, and from his fingers flowed the tunes from long ago. He played them fast and slow on his fiddle. He fiddled the thorn and the mountain corn and blossom, the buzzer and buzz, the wandering honeybee. He fiddled the tune of the lonesome loon, crying out the autumn moon, the bitter bark of the wild hickory tree. And you can fiddle leather breeches and soldiers' joy and red-haired boy on the old fiddle that seems to suit your mood. You can only fiddle the trill of a mountain whippoorwill on a fiddle that's made from the heart of a willow wood. Gently touched the strings of a fiddle that was made of willow, and from his fingers flowed the tunes from long ago. He played them fast and slow on his fiddle.
Riddle of the fiddle.
Maybe we could break here and retune. I think we're going a little bit something.
That's a great song.
Isn't that a neat tune?
Isn't that
That's
nice?
what it is, huh?
Yeah.
Jim is cranking them out, boy. Any time? Yes, no? It's happening? Okay. Well, after I said that I was mostly influenced to do positive songs, here's a song that has more of a somber tone, I guess I would say. It's called Under the Rose. And I think some of Robert Bly's works inspired me to write this, particularly his book Iron John, and something about the idea of getting on in one's life and remembering things in a certain way that perhaps aren't the same way that you thought they were, or they're different now. It's called Under the Rose.
blossom still shines in the heart of my mind, but it holds only sorrow for me. Oh, bitter winds blow in a sad tremolo, and they stir on the memories of our long ago. But the winds have no power to blow away my sorrow, and so it sits ever with me. Oh, a long time ago, when the world was still bright, there was fortune far as I could see, and this blossom still shines in the heart